Senior health tips. Stop losing leg muscle after 60. Just do this one thing every morning. Let me ask you something. What if I told you that a single bite, just one simple, everyday food, could protect your legs from growing old too soon? That it could delay the aging of your leg muscles by nearly a decade? And no, it's not a fancy supplement or a prescription drug. It's not even something you need to order online. It's already in your kitchen. Here's the truth. Millions of seniors struggle with something called sarcopenia, gradual leg muscle loss that sneaks in quietly, often without pain, until one day you find it harder to stand up from the couch, take a walk, or climb a few stairs. Before long, canes, walkers, or even wheelchairs become part of the picture. And yet, most people never see it coming. But here's the kicker. There's something you can do about it. In fact, a growing body of research shows that eating the right kind of breakfast before 8 a.m. can reduce your risk of losing leg muscle by up to 72%. That's a staggering number. And yet, most seniors either skip breakfast altogether or reach for the wrong things. Coffee, white toast, maybe nothing at all. Without knowing it, they're setting themselves up for weakness, imbalance, and dependence. But what if your morning meal could be your secret weapon? What if the path to better balance, stronger legs, and lasting independence didn't start at the pharmacy, but at your breakfast table? That's what we're diving into today on Senior Health. So stick with me, because what you choose to eat first thing in the morning might just be the most powerful thing you do all day. Have you ever wondered why some mornings your legs feel heavier, slower, even just a little unstable as you get out of bed? It's easy to blame it on aging, but what if I told you the real culprit is something far more silent and far more fixable? It's called sarcopenia, a quiet condition that sneaks up on you after 60, stealing away your muscle mass, especially in your legs. No pain, no warning, just a gradual fade in strength, balance, and confidence. You notice it when stepping off a curb feels uncertain, when pushing yourself up from a chair takes more effort, or when stairs suddenly seem taller than before. And here's what most people don't realize. Skipping breakfast accelerates this process. Every time you replace a proper meal with just coffee or a slice of white toast, your body enters a catabolic state. That means it starts breaking down your own muscles for energy. Yes, even before your day truly begins. According to researchers at Tufts University, seniors who consistently ate the right breakfast regained up to 35% of their leg strength in just 8 weeks. Think about that. That's not just muscle, it's mobility, it's dignity, it's freedom. In the world of senior health, strength isn't just physical, it's foundational. And it starts not with a pill, but with a plate. So the next time you think breakfast is optional, ask yourself, what am I really skipping? Just a meal, or my ability to stay strong and independent? Because the battle for your legs begins at the kitchen table. Let me tell you about Jimmy. At 69, he was the kind of man who never asked for help. A former construction engineer, he'd once climbed scaffolds, hiked wooded trails, and carried equipment without breaking a sweat. But lately, something had changed. Each morning, his legs felt like concrete. Stiff, heavy, sometimes completely numb. He brushed it off. Just getting older, he'd say. But the signs kept adding up. Nighttime leg cramps that woke him from sleep. Slower steps around the house, gripping both knees just to rise from the couch. Then came the moment that shook him. A small stumble on the porch stairs while reaching for the morning paper. He didn't break anything, but what he did lose was his confidence. That fall became his wake-up call. Jimmy didn't turn to pills or physical therapy. He started somewhere simpler, his breakfast. No more skipping meals, no more black coffee on an empty stomach. Instead, he fueled his body with the right foods, nutrient-dense, muscle-supporting, and backed by science. Within 3 weeks, the cramps eased, his steps felt lighter, and by the end of 2 months, he was walking 2 kilometers each morning, unaided, unafraid, and full of life again. His story is a reminder that transformation doesn't always begin in a clinic. In the world of senior health, it can begin quietly, at sunrise, with something as ordinary and as powerful as breakfast. Because sometimes the most radical change starts with the smallest habit. So now you're probably wondering, what exactly did David eat that helped him walk confidently again? It wasn't magic. It wasn't expensive. And it didn't require any complicated meal plan. It was simply a series of smart science-backed choices, right at the start of the day. Let's break down the 7 best breakfast foods every adult over 60 should seriously consider if they want to protect their legs and regain strength. Not all breakfasts are created equal, especially when you're over 60 and trying to stay active, independent, and pain-free. The right foods in the morning can be your first line of defense against muscle loss, poor balance, and those nagging leg cramps that creep in at night. And the best part? You don't need exotic powders or complicated recipes, just real, nourishing food. So let's count down the 7 most effective breakfast foods for senior health, ranked from great to game-changing. Number 7, bananas. They may be humble, but don't underestimate them. Often called nature's electrolyte pill, bananas are packed with potassium and vitamin B6, 2 essentials for nerve function and muscle contractions. According to Harvard research, seniors who eat bananas regularly are 33% less likely to suffer from leg cramps. Pair one with protein or oats for balanced energy, especially if you're taking medications that deplete minerals. Number 6, Greek yogurt. Thick, creamy, and rich in protein, Greek yogurt is perfect for restoring muscle mass lost during sleep. It delivers around 17 grams of high-quality protein per serving, plus calcium, vitamin D, and gut-friendly probiotics. These nutrients support balance, bone strength, and better nutrient absorption, all pillars of senior health. Just be sure to go for plain, unsweetened varieties to avoid hidden sugar. Number 5, oatmeal with chia seeds. A classic with a twist. Oats provide slow-release carbohydrates that keep your muscles fueled through the morning, while chia seeds add omega-3s, magnesium, and potassium. This duo helps reduce inflammation, promote blood flow to your legs, and combat the stiffness or cramps many seniors experience after a night's rest. Number 4, whole eggs. Yes, the yolk too. Inside that golden center is a concentrated source of vitamin D, B12, choline, and leucine, a key amino acid for muscle protein synthesis. A study from the University of Illinois found that adults who ate 2 whole eggs daily improved their leg strength significantly in just 8 weeks. Eggs also support your neuromuscular system, helping you stay steady on your feet. Number 3, cottage cheese. Often overlooked, but a powerhouse. Cottage cheese is loaded with casein protein, which digests slowly, perfect for rebuilding muscle tissue in the early hours of the day. It also contains phosphorus, selenium, and B vitamins that support muscle function, bone density, and cellular repair. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon or fresh berries for flavor and an antioxidant boost. Number 2, salmon or other fatty fish. Salmon isn't just for dinner. Its omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, reduce muscle inflammation, improve protein absorption, and enhance neuromuscular coordination. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that seniors who ate fatty fish twice per week had 27% more leg muscle mass and 36% lower risk of falling. For mornings, try it smoked or lightly grilled with avocado. Number 1, steamed sweet potato with Celtic salt. It may surprise you, but this simple food combination tops the list. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbs, potassium, magnesium, and vitamin C, delivering steady energy and restoring depleted glycogen stores in your leg muscles. A tiny pinch of Celtic sea salt adds over 80 trace minerals to support muscle contractions and fluid balance. In a French study, seniors who added mineral-rich breakfasts like this to their routine experienced up to 50% fewer falls. Warm, grounding, restorative. This isn't just food, it's functional medicine for your legs. If you're serious about reclaiming your strength and protecting your freedom to move, start by upgrading your breakfast. Choose one of these 7 tomorrow, then rotate through the week. Because in the world of senior health, breakfast isn't just a habit. It's your most underrated defense against aging, and your first step toward a stronger life. Now, before we move on, there's one more breakfast item I promised to share. It's not fancy, it's not expensive. In fact, you've probably had it dozens of times, but never realized how powerful it could be. I'm talking about steamed sweet potato, topped with just a pinch of Celtic sea salt. Simple? Yes. But this humble duo can have a profound impact on your morning energy, your leg strength, and your overall senior health. Here's why it works. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates. Unlike processed breakfast foods that spike your blood sugar and leave you drained by mid-morning, sweet potatoes provide steady, sustained energy. That's critical for your legs, which are often the first to feel weak or crampy if underfueled. They're also packed with potassium, magnesium, vitamin C, and manganese. These nutrients promote circulation, reduce inflammation, and support smooth, coordinated muscle movements. And then there's the Celtic salt, not to be confused with table salt. This natural, unprocessed mineral salt contains over 80 trace elements your muscles need to function properly. It helps balance fluid in your muscle tissue, supports nerve signaling, and prevents the kind of cramps that often hit at night. In one French study, seniors who had a high-fiber breakfast with mineral-rich salt saw 41% better balance and nearly 50% fewer falls over 3 months. Here's how to do it. Steam half a sweet potato until tender, sprinkle a tiny pinch of Celtic salt, and eat it warm, ideally 10 minutes before your main breakfast. Pair it with a glass of warm water, and you've just given your body a head start on strength and stability. You don't need a supplement, a shake, or a subscription box. Sometimes the most powerful tool for restoring your legs is already in your kitchen. And in the world of senior health, small morning rituals like this can shape how confidently you move through the rest of your day. Not all strength is built in the gym. Sometimes it's built in silence, before the sun is fully up, before the house stirs, before your phone lights up. For many of us, the first hour of the day is the most important. It sets the tone not just for how we feel, but how we move. And when you're over 60, every step matters. So here are 7 quiet, powerful morning habits that help restore the strength in your legs, gently, naturally, and without needing a single piece of equipment. Habit number 1, sip warm water with a pinch of natural salt. Start before breakfast. Just a glass of warm water and 1/5 teaspoon of Celtic or Himalayan salt. After 7 to 9 hours without hydration, your body is thirsty, but so are your muscles. This tiny ritual supports electrolyte balance, boosts circulation, and eases that early morning leg heaviness many seniors feel but don't talk about. It's the simplest form of nourishment and the most overlooked. Habit number 2, breathe deep, stretch gently before standing. You've just woken up. Don't rush. Sit on the edge of the bed, place your feet on the floor, close your eyes, and take 3 deep, slow breaths. Then rotate your wrists and ankles in gentle circles. Feel the blood return to your limbs. This helps reduce dizziness, calms the nervous system, and prepares your body to support itself again. Grace before motion, a mindset for senior health. Habit number 3, perform a 3-minute leg and balance drill. No gym, no shoes, no excuses. Stand beside a chair, lift one foot 2 to 4 inches off the ground, and hold for 10 seconds. Switch legs, repeat 5 times each side. You're not just training balance, you're activating your foundation, the hips, thighs, calves, and the deep stabilizers that fade fastest with age. 3 mindful minutes a day now could mean 3 extra years of walking freely later. Habit number 4, let the sunlight touch your skin. Open a curtain, step onto your balcony. Just 5 minutes of morning sunlight triggers your body's production of vitamin D, a nutrient vital for bone density, mood, and muscle communication. It's free, it's abundant, and it's one of the most natural ways to reinforce the skeletal system that holds you upright. And for many over 60, it's the missing piece to why your legs feel weaker than they should. Habit number 5, express gratitude with movement. This one's less technical, but deeply powerful. As you move through your routine, brushing your teeth, opening the blinds, making your bed, bring awareness to your legs. Say it out loud or silently. Thank you. Your legs have carried you through years of work, play, loss, and love. Gratitude changes how we treat our bodies. It replaces shame with care, and care is what builds consistency. Habit number 6, eat within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. Skipping breakfast may seem harmless, but after a full night of fasting, your body is ready to fuel up. If you don't give it nutrients, it'll start breaking down muscle, often starting with your legs. You don't need a feast. Even half a boiled sweet potato, 1 egg, or a few spoonfuls of Greek yogurt can shift your body from breakdown to repair. In the world of senior health, what you don't eat can matter just as much as what you do. Habit number 7, move with intention, not urgency. Rushing leads to tripping. Hesitation leads to imbalance. Start your morning slowly, but deliberately. Walk to the kitchen with steady steps. Take a moment to feel the floor. Check in with your posture. These micro movements, done with care, train your nervous system to stay alert and your legs to stay ready. Independence isn't lost in big moments. It's lost or protected in the little ones. Your legs are not just muscles. They're your freedom, your rhythm, your link to the world outside your door. And they deserve attention, not just when they hurt, but while they still work. In the realm of senior health, strength isn't about lifting heavier. It's about living lighter, on your feet, in your mind, and with your choices. So tomorrow, let your first decision be a kind one. Not loud, not heroic, just honest and repeated, until it becomes a rhythm your legs will thank you for. So let's take a breath and look at where we've come. We've uncovered 5 powerful foods: whole eggs, oatmeal with chia, bananas, Greek yogurt, and salmon, that aren't just healthy, they're foundational. They help protect the very muscles that carry you through life. We've discovered that something as simple as a steamed sweet potato with a touch of Celtic salt can fuel your legs better than any multivitamin. And we've walked through 5 gentle habits that take less than 10 minutes but can shift your entire day, restoring strength, steadiness, and peace of mind. Here's the truth. Muscle loss is not an inevitable part of aging. Not if you choose to act. Your legs don't get weaker just because the calendar flips. They weaken when we stop giving them what they need: movement, nutrients, and care. But the good news? That story can be rewritten. And it starts tomorrow morning. Because in the world of senior health, healthcare doesn't begin at the hospital. It begins at home, with your first step, your first sip, your first bite. So here's my question for you. If you could only choose one thing to eat tomorrow morning to support your legs, what would it be? Leave your answer in the comments. Your story could be the reason someone else starts theirs. And if this video spoke to you, if it helped you feel hopeful, informed, or simply seen, please hit that like, click subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. We're just getting started. In the next episode, we'll uncover 3 breakfast items that look healthy, but might be secretly weakening your legs. Until then, remember this. You're not getting older. You're getting smarter. And the strength you thought you lost is still within reach.